in the tranquil woodlands of Lothlorien, where the ancient trees whispered secrets of ages past, a foreboding stillness settled over the elven realm. Elara Stonesong, with her slender fingers delicately weaving strands of healing magic, sensed a disturbance in the natural order. A chill wind whispered tales of a darkness long forgotten, rousing her from the serenity of her herbal sanctuary. Suddenly, Elin found herself ensnared in the tendrils of an unsettling vision. As her consciousness traversed the depths of time, she glimpsed a haunting tableau from the annals of history, a scene shrouded in the mists of a bygone era. The silhouette of Sauron, wreathed in an ethereal darkness, appeared before her, his countenance twisted with a sinister resolve. Should defeat befall me, his voice echoed through the corridors of her mind, I shall unleash a force that will consume this world and leave naught but shadow in its wake. As the vision dissipated, Ellen's heart quivered with the weight of her newfound knowledge. The foreboding prophecy of Sauron's malevolent intentions seared into her consciousness like a brand of impending doom. Word had arrived, carried by an unsteady messenger from the southern reaches of Middle-earth. Refugees, battered and broken, spoke of a spreading malevolence that eclipsed even the horrors of the War of the Ring. It was whispered that the very fabric of existence was unraveling, threatened by a force that sought not dominion, but annihilation itself. Elara's heart quickened with a mixture of trepidation and determination. Her parents' tales of ancient evils surged to the forefront of her mind, and she knew that the time for quiet contemplation had passed. With resolve hardening her features, she sought the counsel of the Lady of the Wood, Galadriel, who spoke of a gathering darkness that could not be ignored. We must seek allies, my dear Elara. Galadriel's voice was firm, her eyes reflecting a depth of concern rarely seen. The Shadow of Annihilation stirs, and its reach extends far beyond our borders. The time has come to unite the free peoples once more, for a darkness such as this has not been seen since the darkest days of the First Age. Thus, Elara found herself standing before the members of the White Council, her voice echoing with a clarity born of conviction. We cannot remain idle while this shadow consumes our world. We must seek out those who will stand with us, those whose hearts beat with the same fervor for the preservation of all that is good in Middle-earth. As she spoke, a murmur of agreement rippled through the chamber. The fate of their realm hung in the balance, and the time for unity had arrived. The White Council, with a solemn nod from Galadriel, pledged their support to Elara's cause, recognizing her as a beacon of hope in the encroaching darkness. With her resolve steeled and her purpose clear, Elara set forth on a journey that would bring her face to face with perils beyond her imagining. The Shadow of Annihilation loomed, a nameless dread that whispered of an end to all things. As she ventured beyond the borders of her beloved Lothlorien, Elara knew that the fate of Middle-earth rested upon her shoulders, and those who would join her in the daunting quest that lay ahead. As Elara ventured beyond the familiar borders of Lothlorien, she encountered a world marred by the burgeoning presence of the shadow. The once vibrant landscapes now bore the scars of its insidious touch, withered and desolate, as if drained of life itself. Elara's heart weighed heavy with each step, her keen senses attuned to the whispers of despair that lingered in the air. In her quest to unite the free peoples, Elara journeyed to the hidden city of Khazad-dûm, where the dwarves had long remained isolated from the troubles of the outside world. As she traversed the winding tunnels and chambers of the grand city, she was met with skepticism and wariness from the proud inhabitants. Memories of ancient conflicts and long-standing grudges colored their interactions, testing Elara's diplomatic skills and resolve. Amidst the stony grandeur of Khazad-dûm, Elara found herself face to face with Dain Ironfoot, the grizzled and resolute leader of the dwarven enclave. With a voice laden with the weight of centuries-old enmity, Dain voiced his doubts about joining forces with the elves, recounting tales of past betrayals and broken alliances. Elara, undeterred, spoke of the urgency of their shared plight, emphasizing the need for unity in the face of a threat that spared no race, no realm. As the echoes of their discussions reverberated through the cavernous halls, a new understanding began to take root. Elara's knowledge of restorative magic and the dwarves' unparalleled craftsmanship kindled a mutual respect, bridging the chasm of distrust that had long divided their races. Dain, with a solemn nod, pledged the support of his people to the cause, recognizing the necessity of setting aside ancient grievances in the face of a threat that threatened all life in Middle-earth. Emboldened by her success in forging an unlikely alliance, Elara continued her journey, seeking out other factions whose aid was vital in the battle against the encroaching darkness. She encountered scattered tribes of men whose ancestral lands had been ravaged by the Shadow's relentless advance. Through shared tales of loss and hardship, Elara found common ground with the resilient and resourceful men who, despite their initial wariness, recognized the value of standing united against a common foe. Together, they charted a course through treacherous terrain, navigating through the remnants of once thriving settlements now reduced to ash and ruin. In the company of the men, Elara glimpsed a resilience born of hardship, a determination to protect their way of life from the encroaching tendrils of the Shadow. With each shared hardship, their alliance grew stronger, a testament to the enduring spirit of unity and solidarity in the face of overwhelming despair. As Elara's fellowship of unlikely allies expanded, the weight of their shared burden intensified, a reminder of the daunting journey that lay ahead. With the support of the dwarves and the men, she braced herself for the trials that awaited them, knowing that their combined strengths would be tested in the crucible of a world teetering on the brink of annihilation. As Elara's fellowship of unlikely allies pressed onward, their path led them to the fringes of the ancient forest of Mirkwood, where whispers of an enigmatic order known as the Guardians of Light had begun to surface. Legends spoke of these ethereal beings as elusive protectors of the natural order, whose presence had long been shrouded in mystery and speculation. With rumors of their re-emergence coinciding with the spreading darkness, Elara saw an opportunity to secure an alliance that could tip the balance in their favor. Venturing deep into the dense, shadow-draped boughs of Mirkwood, Elara and her companions encountered the first signs of the Guardian's presence. Glowing orbs of ethereal light flitted through the canopy, guiding them through the treacherous labyrinth of the ancient forest. Their journey led them to an ancient grove, where the Guardians materialized as shimmering figures, their forms blending seamlessly with the shifting hues of the woodland. In the presence of the Guardians, Elara felt a palpable aura of ancient wisdom and unfathomable power. Their leader, an enigmatic figure known as the Radiant One, regarded the fellowship with an inscrutable gaze, as if peering into the depths of their souls. With measured words that seemed to resonate with the very essence of the natural world, the Radiant One acknowledged the encroaching darkness and the pivotal role that Elara's fellowship would play in the looming conflict. Despite their initial hesitations to involve themselves in the affairs of mortals, the Guardians recognized the urgency of the situation, acknowledging the gravity of the threat that the Shadow of Annihilation posed to all of creation. Elara, speaking with a conviction born of her unwavering resolve, implored the Guardians to lend their guidance and arcane prowess to their cause, emphasizing the necessity of pooling their strengths to confront a force that transcended the mortal realm. In a shimmering display of ethereal light, the Radiant One extended a hand in a gesture of unity, forging an alliance that bound their fates to the looming conflict. With the support of the Guardians of Light, Elara's fellowship felt a renewed sense of purpose and determination, bolstered by the knowledge that they now wielded the combined strength of ancient guardians and mortal allies alike. As they departed from the sanctuary of the forest, the fellowship carried with them a newfound sense of hope, their resolve fortified by the unity of races and the guidance of beings whose very existence was intertwined with the balance of the natural world. With the Guardian's presence lending them renewed strength, Elara's fellowship set their sights on the looming confrontation with the Shadow of Annihilation, knowing that the fate of Middle-earth rested upon their shoulders and the bonds of unity that had brought them together. To see the next chapter, please consider subscribing and liking. Your support keeps the adventure alive.